What's up, everybody? Yeah, we have a different setup today. Because today, bro, we're going to be doing a tier list for the best strikers in the UFC. Now, for the UFC, man, I feel like there's a narrative about, oh, this guy's the best, dude. Trust me, dude. This guy's radical, dude, because he did this to this guy. Bro, I want to just, I'm going to explain fully, by the way, why I put these guys here. And I feel like people got to recognize what skill is and what being a good striker is. It's more than just having one good performance against a good striker, so now you're the best striker. It's way more than all that bullshit. So people who are trying to be like, yeah, dude, yo, Strickland beat up Izzy, so this, bro, listen to this video, and I swear, bro, I'm gonna open your eyes up to what actual talented striking is. So, as you can see, we have our tiers. For the highest one, of course, I have top tier, otherwise known as Cowabunga, bro. Like, bro, y'all know Cowabunga means, yeah, dude, it's the top of the top, dude. So, yeah, Cowabunga is going to be top tier. That's like the best of the best. It's not going to be a lot of people on top tier because if you're top tier, I really feel like you're the striker, like you're that guy. So I did put top tier as the highest. And then you got elite strikers. Elite strikers are strikers who have like great performances, show that they're talented, etc., etc. Then you have good strikers who are, they're good, but ain't nothing to rave about. Then you get meh. Then you got below average, and you got trash, okay? So we're going to be going through these fighters, starting off with the first fighter who I have up, and it's Israel Adesanya. Now, Izzy's one of those strikers who people are like, yeah, dude, like Izzy, he's cool, but he lost to Strickland. But let's be real. Out of every good striker Izzy's went against, like he went against Alex Pereira, he's a really good striker to a lot of people. He went against Robert Whittaker, really good striker, you know what I'm saying? He went against Paulo Costa, at the time, was a really good striker, very good pressure striker. They thought Costa's pressure was going to get to Adesanya, and we saw how that fight ended. So where would I put Adesanya? I feel like top tier, bro. He's gonna be one of the few. Let me preface, one of the few who's gonna make top tier. Like I said, I don't get how people can say Adesanya is not a top tier striker. Adesanya is one of those strikers. He's been challenged. Like some people say, yeah, this guy's a good striker. But they haven't been challenged by other good strikers. Israel Adesanya has actually been challenged by good strikers, and he showed great performances. So that's why I'm never gonna look at Adesanya and be like, nah, he's trash because he had one bad performance against Sean Strickland in the striking realm. And DDP against the striking, he was beating the fuck out of DDP while I was on the feet. The only time DDP had success when he mixed in wrestling, etc., etc. Against Alex Pereira, he won majority of the rounds they ever fought in their life, and it was due to striking. And of course in the last fight, he beat him in the first round because of striking. Then he knocked him out brutally. Say no one has ever beat Alex Pereira, let alone knock him out, and Israel Adesanya is doing it. Look at Robert Whittaker. Point to anyone who's done Robert Whittaker dirty on the feet. Point to anyone outside of Israel Adesanya and Wonder Boy when he was a 170. But if you look at 185, no one did Whittaker the way Izzy did Whittaker in the first fight, and even the second fight when it went the distance. He still showed that, like, even if I go the distance with this guy, I'm still gonna beat him. So that's why I'm putting Izzy, top tier. And you guys could cry about it, you could complain about it, but it is what it is. Second fighter up is Magomed Ankalaev. Now, where am I gonna put an Ankalaev now? Ankalaev, I'll be real, the light heavyweight division's not wicked stacked. Ankalaev is a really good striker, though. I just want people to know Ankalaev is one of those people who could actually go in there. If anyone could finish Alex Pereira in the striking, I'm telling you, it's Ankalaev. First of all, he has way better boxing than Alex Pereira. Like I said, striking is more than just landing shots. It's your landing shots. Are you landing shots? Are you powerful? Do you have good defensive abilities? I feel like Ankalaev is all of those things. So when I look at Ankalaev, I think he's a talented striker. But where would I put him? Knockouts over Cutelaba, Johnny Walker, etc., etc. He has a lot of knockouts. I think he's top 3 in his weight class all time for the most finishes. So yeah, he's talented. So where would I put an Ankalaev? I'm gonna put an Ankalaev in elite, bro. And I know it's gonna be a hot take. Given his division, I think he's an elite striker. You know what? Is he elite though? He's good. He's good. All right, relax. So take your hands off the keyboard. Don't run to the comments. I'm gonna say he's good. I was gonna say elite, but then I was thinking about my criteria, and I was like, to be elite, you kind of need. I'm gonna wait till he knocks out Alex Pereira to beat him elite. Put him elite. Is he gonna knock out Alex Pereira? It could happen. I really feel like Alex Pereira, who struggles with straight punches, could have a lot of trouble with someone like Magomed, whose best weapon is his straight punches in his boxing. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Good low kicks, good boxing, great boxing actually. But I'm going to say good. Still a very talented striker though. Now, next up, Alex Pereira. So I just said how I think Ankalaev will outstrike Alex Pereira, potentially knock him out. And I do think that is definitely a very possible outcome. Alex Pereira is not the best defensive striker ever. That being said, Alex Pereira has went in there and knocked out majority of the people he fought. Had great striking performances against Jan Blachowicz, knocked out Yuri Prochazka, who's not the best defensive striker, but he could strike to an extent. Knocked out Jamal Hill, who has some good knockouts, knocked out Sean Strickland, that's great. Now, where would I put him? I think Alex Pereira overall is going to be a top tier. He's Cowabunga, dude. Like, his striking, listen, like him or not, He's a very talented striker. I know a lot of people, would agree with this. He is talented. When I look at Alex Pereira, I see talent and I see the power. His power kind of gets him out of compromising situations, like as you can see in the Izzy fight. Like the first time he fought Izzy in MMA, Izzy was up 3-1, but the overall power of Pereira prevailed in the 5th round. So I am going to respect Alex Pereira. I am going to put him top tier because I feel like he's talented. Now, next up, we got Ilia Topuria. Top Torio, you fucking weasel. Topuria's hairline look kind of fresh in this, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Ilia Topuria, of course, coming off back-to-back knockouts. Okay, back-to-back knockouts against Volkanovski and Max Holloway. When I see back-to-back knockouts of people of that caliber, in my head, I'm already like, yo, this guy's elite. He's crazy. So doing it to them, not only is he doing it to them, but he's also like beating up Josh Emmett over the course of 5 rounds. The Jai Herbert win's aging well. The Zala win. Bro, a lot of Ilia's wins and striking performances are aging like fine wine. So I'm really looking at him. I think he's good. I am also going to put him top tier, and I'm going to put him... should I put him ahead of Izzy as well? I'm going to put him second place. I'm sorry, second. Let me tell you why. I'm going to say he's second. He's still Cowabunga, dude. He's top tier. So this nigga, you know what I'm saying? He valid. The reason I'm going to put him top tier, though, is because, like, behind Izzy or before Izzy, is because I feel like Israel Adesanya mixes his diversity of strikes a little bit better. They're both pretty defensively sound. Izzy does a good job of evading shots, counterpunching. So does Ilia. Ilia does his best work moving forward rather than counterpunching like Izzy does. But, Ilia's boxing's way better than Izzy's, in my opinion. But I'm going to put him second because I do think Izzy's range of strikes, like, he just throws more weapons. So I feel like I got to respect that a little bit more. And, yeah, why is he ahead of Pereira, you're probably asking? I feel like defensively, Ilia's a lot better than Pereira. I see Pereira get tagged up a lot. I don't really see that with Ilia. All right, next up, we got Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall, the uncrowned heavyweight champion. So I don't care what you feel about him. Like, I don't care what you feel about Jones. This guy, there's a reason Jones is ducking him. He knows better. But Tom Aspinall's nasty, man. And it's like, the thing with Aspinall is like, he's in a heavyweight division, which I feel like are majority slobs. However, he did finish Sergey Pavlovich, which is a good person to finish on your resume. He did finish Curtis Blades, you know what I'm saying? Only one other person to knock out Curtis Blades, I'm pretty sure, is Derek Lewis and Francis Ngannou. So you got to have some serious power if you're going to put him away. So where would I rank him overall? I'm going to say he's an elite striker. He moves very well for a heavyweight. He's huge. He fucking hits like a Mack truck. He's for someone at that size, I feel like you shouldn't be moving that fast. So I'm gonna say, okay, that's kind of valid. So I am going to say he is an elite striker. But, I feel like putting him top tier would be a little bit pushing it. Like, if you haven't noticed by now, if you're top tier, just like you're nasty, man. You're nasty. Speaking of nasty strikers, though, MVP. Here's the thing about MVP, though, Chad. Before I even further get to this point, MVP striking is one of those strikings where he makes everybody he fights turn into a wrestler. Is Kevin Holland a wrestler? No. Is Ian Gary a wrestler? No. But he's so good that he makes everyone turn into a wrestler. He's not proven, but I swear to God, I'm not trying to gaslight you. He might be one of the best strikers of all time to ever exist. His point fight. I know people talk about karate style. His karate style is just nasty. I feel like it's a different level of thing. So I feel like I'm gonna respect that there, and I'm gonna say he's top tier, bro. I look at MVP and I'm like, he's a special kind of striker. He's not like these other strikers. And his range of striking too. He has a really good blitz and he's very effective of not getting hit. Matter of fact, he doesn't get hit at all. I'm putting him ahead of Pereira. Pereira gets hit a lot more than MVP does. I know they both been knocked out in their life, you know what I'm saying? But, I just feel like as far as the UFC is concerned, MVP does a good job of not getting hit. His biggest weakness is his wrestling, but this is not a wrestling list. So I am going to say MVP is ahead of Pereira, and he's also top tier, dude. He's Cowabunga, dude. Respect MVP, dude. So, yeah, next up, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. Now, Usman is talented, chat. One thing I've noticed about Usman, he has, he gets tagged up a little bit. I remember looking back at the Kobe fights. I know it was a little bit ago, but even just the way he boxed, even the Hamza fight, he does something where he is okay with standing in front of you and kind of just swinging, slanging and banging. You know what I'm saying? He does that, and I give him credit for it's cool and all that, but it's he's getting hit. But I feel over time he breaks opponents down because as time keeps going, he keeps showing that I might be fighting reckless, but it's effective because I weigh on people. That being said, I am gonna say his striking overall, I'm gonna say it's meh. Because you are getting hit, you are sometimes overwhelming them, but I just feel it's nothing to lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing to awe about. So I am gonna say overall that. Hold on, I gotta fix this because I gotta make sure you guys see everything. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, nothing to lo and behold too much, but it is talent. It's just a different type of talent, if that makes sense. Different type of striking talent. Definitely not as elite as these other guys you're seeing. So now, next up, the guy who beat him by knockout, Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards is a very technical striker. One thing about Leon that I've noticed is that, like, any amount of pressure gonna break this guy. Like, he's easily broken. I know I'm not the only one who thinks this. Like, he's broken a little bit too easy. So it's like if you apply pressure, he's kind of gonna fold and like bend the knee to you. Like, why are you bending knees to men? Pause. Like, nigga, grow a backbone or something. I don't know what he's doing. So that being said, man, like, is he even better than Ankalaev? I think I'm gonna say, who's the best striker he's ever beaten? Nate Diaz. He's good. All right, I'm gonna put him good. He's not even ahead of Ankalaev either. I think Ankalaev's a better striker, skill for skill. So yeah, he's good. Like I said, pressure. People who are good strikers don't really fold to pressure that much. At least that much. Like, they would be decent counter punchers, but I feel like he folds to pressures like alarmingly. Like, it happens too often. Happen against two fighters, multiple fighters. If it's happening against one fighter, maybe I could excuse it. But if it's multiple fighters, I don't know if I could back it. Next up, Alexander Volkanovski, bro. The bald-headed menace, man. I love this guy. He's so bald. All right, Volk. The thing about Volk is he is coming off back-to-back knockouts against people who I think are great strikers, though, by the way. Yeah, they're great strikers. But it's like, right now, like, listen, he still is Volkanovski. He still is a talented, crafty vet. You know, as Lucas Tracy would say, he's a crafty vet. So I'm gonna say Volk's elite. He's elite. I want to say he's top tier. He's not Cowabunga chat. Like, he's not as good as these other guys. He's radical, dude. Like, yeah, dude, Volk's jab is radical, dude. I don't know, man. He's sticking and moving. Even against Ilya, he was doing a good job. Ultimately, what his demise was like he was a little bit too predictable. And a top tier striker is gonna find you out if you're predictable. You've seen it with Izzy versus Costa. You've seen it with Izzy versus Whitaker the first fight. If you're doing a pattern that he's gonna catch onto, they're gonna like put you to sleep. That's what Ilya showed against. So yeah, you notice these top tier strikers, if they go against these elite strikers, for the most part, they could kind of figure you out. You know what I'm saying? They can figure you out and like find your timing. And Ilya does it with a lot of top, like a lot of elite strikers. Like, you've seen it with Max, seen it with Volk. You know, so I think Ilya's special and Volk's great too, but he's just not quite top tier in my opinion. Next up, Cyril Gane. Now, he's a heavyweight. Now, with heavyweights, is like heavyweight. I feel like there's like a limit of how good you can be known to be. Like, you're a heavyweight, man. You can only be so good. But like, he's one of those special heavyweights. Like, Aspinall is special too, but Cyril Gane's a different type of special. Like, turning Francis Ngannou into a wrestler for one of the first times in his career was a little bit peculiar to me, because I remember thinking, like, I don't think Francis Ngannou would even turn into a wrestler against Aspinall because his chin's so high in the air. But I feel like Cyril Gane's a little bit more defensively sound than Aspinall. You know what I'm saying? And Cyril Gane did beat Volkov, who's a better striker than anyone Tom Aspinall has beaten. So that being said, I'm really like, I know he's gonna be a part of Tom Aspinall no matter what, but it's like, if I'm gonna put him top tier, bro, man, I think I have to, bro. He's just a special kind of striker, man. I think he's one of a kind. He's like a special for his generation, man. He's not like your average Joe. So I'm gonna respect him. I'm gonna respect who he is as a fighter, and I'm gonna say Cyril Gane is a top tier striker. All right, next up, I'm bringing up Sugar Sean, no hairline, Afro having O'Malley. Why does he have a belt in this picture? They need to update this shit. Yeah, Sugar Sean, rainbow hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, aura infested until he got his aura taken. Now, where would I push? I think Sugar Sean is still a talented striker. Like, similar to Leon, he kind of folds to like wrestlers pressure and shit, but he's still talented. I cannot deny that. I think he's a good striker. You know, great performances against Aljo, knocked out Aljo. You know, Aljo's been knocked out before, but the way he timed the counter punch, great. He did beat Peter Yan, but did he really beat Peter Yan? Did he really beat him? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'll just take it with a grain of salt. I do think Sugar's good. His best striking win was against Yan, you know what I'm saying? But it's like a controversial one. I still think he's a very good striker, and I'm actually going to say he is elite. Elite, and he's higher than Tom Aspinall. You know, wait, should Volk be I think Volk should be ahead of Aspinall. Yeah. All right, but yeah, Sugar, I think he's radical, dog. He's one of those radical strikers, bro. You know, he has the skill set to land good strikes. He uses his range really well, finds his timing. You know what I'm saying? His last performance, he didn't really get outstruck. He just got outworked. Yes, on the stats, he got outstruck, but it was what it was. It was one of those things, so I can't blame him too much. So yeah, I think he's a good striker. He's elite. Next up, we got Islam Makhachev, and y'all know I think Islam's great. I think Islam's like a special kind of talent. Like, he's not the average talent that you'll see against these other people. Like, I feel like you've seen him against good strikers, or who people think are like these great strikers. You know, Dustin Poirier, Volkanovski. You know, I have Volk on elite, and he did knock out Volk in the first fight. He was out striking him on the feet, bro. Watch back the first fight. It was 4-1 pretty clearly in it, like Islam. First of all, 4-1 Islam. But when they were striking, Islam just did a good job evading strikes. There was moments where like Islam would back up, and then he would like kind of fall into a double leg, and people thought it was like a knockdown for Volk. That's not how shit works, chat. Like Islam wasn't making him miss. He was landing good counter punches, sending Volk bobbling back, So, what I'm saying? And look at his hairline, bro. Y'all can't really see it, but his hairline in that picture looked perfect. I really think I think he's cowabunga, but it's a matter of how cowabunga is he, dude, I don't know, man. Man, he's better defensively than Pereira. He's ahead of Pereira. Chat, he's beaten better strikers than Pereira has. But can he, dude? Pereira beat Jamal Hill. All right, well, Islam beat Dustin Poirier and Volkanovski. Yeah, but he beat Jamal Hill. Like, nah, listen, he's cool, chat, but I do think I'm gonna say he's more cowabunga, dude. Now, Sean Strickland, bro. Sean Strickland did beat Israel Adesanya. That's a highlight of his career. Yeah, did he get outstruck and like outstruck by fucking like a Jared Cannonier? Yes, going to split decisions with fucking Jack Hermansson's and shit. His striking style is like, it makes every fight very weird. If you're willing to engage in Strickland, the fight could be talented. Like, of course, Usman when they went strike for strike at 170, Usman beat the shit out of him. Double punched him, was dancing on him. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, his striking is good to an extent. I really feel like the Izzy fight was one of those, like, it's happened, whatever, it just happened. But is he like I'm not, like, I'll say overall, I'm gonna say Strickland is meh, even under Usman meh. Like, his striking style works for people if they're gonna back up the entire time, but if you stand your ground and try like strike for strike, 9 times out of 10 he's gonna beat you. So I am gonna say Strickland is a meh striker. I know people are gonna hate that, but facts don't care about your opinions. Next up, we got Max Holloway, who just coming off a knockout loss, which is not his fault. You know what I'm saying? Ilya's just a different breed. I think Max is good. He's beaten the Aldos. He didn't beat the Volks, but the second fight he beat Volk. I don't care. I'm gonna die on that hill. Good. He's an overall talented striker. I can't say nothing negative about Max, and I am gonna say he's elite. And I'm gonna say elite. He just gets hit a lot, doesn't he? I'm gonna say elite ahead of Aspinall though, because Aspinall heavyweight division is not as skilled. I just feel like Max Holloway is more proven. Next up, we got Zwickis Zubazuis, and Zwickis is a really talented striker. Chat. Of course. Last performance, a win over Izzy, where he out-grappled him. On the striking, it was kind of one-sided for Izzy, but I'll give Drickus the credit that he might not be the most technical striker, but he will land a stupid clubbing punch on you here and there. So, you know what I'm saying? He got aura on him. I can't explain why. But for striking, man, I might say below average, but just because he's below average, I don't want you guys to think that means like he's ass. Like, yeah, he's below average, but he's still a talent. He's still a talent in the sense that he might be below average, but if he lands a shot on you, your head might wobble a little bit. Like the frequency in your head might like shake, like Harlem Shake. So I think he's talented to an extent. All right, next up we got Robert Zwicker. All right, Robert Whittaker, who's a very good striker. Last fight just got mauled by Hamza, but Hamza's also, a different breed. So, but Robert Whittaker, I've never seen him get outstruck in the feet for like a 5-round fight, except for Israel Adesanya, but I think Izzy's just really good. Never really seen him he gets rocked a lot. I don't think it's because of lack of defense. I think it's just because when he gets hit, his chin can't really survive. But he destroyed Victoria. He beat up Cannonier pretty bad, I'm pretty sure. He also beat up Paulo Costa pretty badly, aside of that the time he rocked him. So I feel like he outstrikes a lot of people, beat up Romero. He's a really good striker. He's really talented. I think he's really good actually. And the way he mixes it up, like the 1-2 into the head kick, the oblique kicks, trying to hyperextend his opponent's knees. He's just very unique with his striking. I just think his chin's a problem, not even his defense. I think he's elite. That might be a hot take to some people, but I really think Robert Whittaker is that good of a striker. He's really talented, so I'm gonna say he's elite. He's radical, dog. Yeah, he's radical, dude. All right, we'll do a last couple here. Puerto Rico, yo, bro. What is up with this guy's neck, chat? Hold on, chat. Let me just look at this nigga's neck, bro. Kangaroo ass. Yo, you are not hard, bro. It's like, nah. I actually, jokes aside, I actually do think Peter Yan is fucking nasty. Yo, Puerto Rico. Like, bro, he outstruck Sugar Sean even though he lost the fight. You know what I'm saying? He TKO'd, Jose Aldo. That's another one. Beat Corey Sandhagen pretty comfortably, who I think is a great striker as well. He's just beating all these great strikers. Outboxed Song Yadong, who was looked at as like one of the best strikers. So, listen, say what you want about Peter Yan. He's fucking nasty. Matter of fact, he's so nasty, I think I'm going to put him number 1. Like, S tier number 1. Like, I think he's abnormally good. I feel like we don't actually understand how good he is because we don't understand how good he is. Like that, he's nice. Peter Yan is nice, and I said this before that he's like one of the best strikers, and people call me crazy, but I'm not crazy. I'm not deluded. He's beaten the best strikers in his division, and I feel like Bantamweight has like the best striking division ever. He outstruck Sugar, even though he lost to him. He outstruck, Aldo and TKO'd him. That's a great person to TKO. Outboxed Song Yadong, you know what I'm saying? And outstruck Corey Sandhagen. I don't think he gets better than that. I think he literally has the best striking resume ever. And he shows that he can hang with literally the best strikers. So I'm going to say he's S-tier #1, dude. Dude, and if you hate on this, bro, screw you, because I know I'm right. I know I'm right here. All right. Sharda Bullets. I'm going to say Sharda Bullets. Where would I put Sharda Bullets? MMA Guru dupe. If MMA Guru, like, works out, you know what I'm saying, gets that hairline fixed, you know what I'm saying, he's Sharda Bullet. But Sharda Bullet's a really good striker, but it's just that he does stuff that gets me. He kind of uses his low kicks and like push kicks as like jabs sometimes. Like he doesn't really jab. I think he should let his hands go a lot more because he's very talented. He called out Izzy, of course, because he said he's the best striker. He says, I'm the best striker. I'm the real pirate. Izzy, let's go. But I think Izzy would pretty much make easy work of that. But I still like Shara, and I'm still gonna respect Shara. And I'll say Shara overall, he's a talented striker. So not really proven. Like he's not knocking out great people, but I think the talent's there. Talent's definitely there. And the fact that the talent's there, I'm going to say good. I'm going to put him even ahead. I might put him ahead of Leon Good. Not ahead of Magomed, but ahead of Leon. Fuck it, yeah. All right. Peyton Talbot, great striker, looks flashy, not proven. So I'm going to literally put him in the same boat. Instead, I'm not going to put him above. Actually, I'm disrespecting Leon. Let me just chill out. All right. I'm going to put Peyton Talbot in good because I feel like he's like the same, kind of how I explained with Shara, same thing. I think Peyton Talbot's a little bit flashier because he's a lighter weight class, but yeah. Dustin Poirier. He's a talented striker, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, just lost to Islam, got outstruck by Islam, but Islam's also normally good at striking. So that being said, I still think he's an elite striker. Great performance against Gaethje, beating up Gaethje, beating up Max Holloway. He's good. He's elite. I think he's a better striker than Max. I'm gonna put Dustin Poirier in elite, in a radical. I think he's a better striker than Max, and it is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right, to end it off, we have Conor in our hands, and we're just gonna put Conor into place. Now, Conor hasn't fought in a long time. I know overall, if this is prime Conor, I'd throw him probably somewhere in top tier if it was prime Conor. But right now, Conor, haven't seen you fight that much. Last time I saw you fight, you got outstruck by Dustin. That being said, you're still a talented striker. That's what you do best. And I'm going to say he's bottom of elite. Not quite a Robert Whittaker, but he's talented. But yeah, man, I just feel like it wouldn't be a tier list if I didn't finish off like a Conor McGregor. Actually, I'm not going to even end it off on Conor because I want to preface something, chat, real quick. This guy, Yuri Prochazka. This is what I'm going to end the video off, by the way, because I really want to make this point before I end. Yuri Prochazka, cool striker. Cool to an extent. People might say, cowabunga, dude. Great offense. Lacks defense so bad that it makes me itch my head. That being said, he's going to go all the way to trash. He's a trash striker. Dricus du Plessis is a more effective striker than Yuri Prochazka, so I put him into trash. You can't even see it. It's so low on the list, you can't even see it. But trust me, under that says trash, and I think Yuri Prochazka is trash. So that's how I'm going to end off the video, bro. This is the only accurate tier list on the planet, so don't even come at me talking crazy because I do think this is very accurate. It just comes down to the fact that, listen, I just really want to preface this, chat. Striking is more than just offense ability. Striking is also the ability to defend intelligently, counter, etc., etc. That's why the list looks like this. I think I cooked. You know what I'm saying? I think I cooked. I know you guys are going to be mad about the Yuri placement, but I put Yuri there for a reason, all right, man? So that's why he going to be there, because his hairline crooked and he's not built like that. But it is what it is, chat, all right? So y'all can relax now. So that's it for me, bro. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if you want more of these tier list type videos. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a different thing for me. I don't really do tier lists, but I'm thinking about doing them more. But you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all think I actually cooked, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I cooked. 2, 3.